Hello, Ruby Jane Love here, bringing you a wig chat about Curve Appeal by Raquel Welch in the color Deepest Ruby. Okay guys, don't adjust your volume, you did hear me right. I think that I'm going to change my name. I don't know, when that popped into my head, the things that pop into my head, just sometimes just amaze even me. Ruby Jane Love. I think I could pull off a Ruby Jane, don't you? Okay guys, let's jump right into talking about Curve Appeal by Raquel Welch. So I love this wig. I love being a redhead, and this is the first time that I have had the chance to try Deepest Ruby in the color 33/35, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a beautiful color, and I think the name Ruby would be quite fitting for me if I wore this wig on a regular basis. Curve Appeal is a glamorous layered wig with lots of loose curls. And then, it has a good amount of layers, but not too much, I don't think. It's not super textured with layers, but there are layers. Okay, the Raquel Welch line is made by the company Hair You Wear, and here is the definition that Hair You Wear has for Curve Appeal on their website. They say Curve Appeal is the ultimate feminine silhouette wig featuring long, softly waved layers that fall to mid-back. So this is a really nice piece. I do like it a lot. It's pretty standard for Raquel Welch wigs. They have a great quality. I think Raquel Welch makes the most natural lace front hairlines in the industry, in my opinion. I haven't found one that I like better yet. And again, I absolutely love this color. I think this is just such a beautiful color, Deepest Ruby. And you know what? I really like this style too. The style actually reminds me of the whiteout wig that I reviewed a few days ago. It's kind of straight down till it gets to where the curls start, and then that's where you get the curls. So, I don't think it has too much volume. And I just think it's a really great piece. I really do. Curve Appeal is a part of the Raquel Welch's 2015 spring collection. Curve Appeal has the Sheer Indulgence extended temple-to-temple lace front. Now, there is something about Curve Appeal and the lace front that I've never seen in any of the Raquel Welch hairlines before, and that's when I show you, you will see that there seems to be different size knots, and it kind of stands out. Let me show you what I'm talking about. See here, right here on the edge, all the knots are fine and they're sparse. They're not packed real dense. But you see those dots that you see kind of behind that first line of thinner knots? Those are actually larger knots from other fibers, and I've never seen that from a Raquel Welch wig before. So what I'm going to show you real quick is I'm going to put on a black wig, a black cap, because I want to show you how a black cap, wearing a black cap underneath will kind of hide that. Okay, so now I have a black cap on, and let me show you again. See how you can't see those bigger knots now as much? It looks like, there's still 1, 2, 3 showing, but I think it looks better. And again, all I have is I put on a black cap, and that's how I fixed that. Curve Appeal has a Sheer Indulgence hand-tied left-sided monofilament part, and I'm going to show you that. Now, you can't see all the way down to my scalp. This part is a little bit more dense than some other Raquel Welch parts that I have. It has a moderate amount of hair. It's not overly dense, I don't think. I am fine with that part. I think it looks just fine. And, if anyone got up real close and I pulled it back like that, they would be able to see my scalp there. So I'm okay with that part. Again, it is a left-sided monofilament part with hand-tied knots. You cannot move the part, however. You have to keep it where it is. These fibers are the True to Life heat-friendly fibers, and if you guys have watched some of my videos, you know that the True to Life heat-friendly fibers do require more care so that they will last longer. And especially when you have true to life fibers on a long wig and on a long wig with curls, because the longer the wig is, the more friction they run into, so they wear out quicker. And then the curls also these curls have been getting kind of tangled. And I feel like I'm having to kind of comb them out a lot, which I don't like to do because, again, that's more friction. So, but they're super soft and they are heat friendly. But this is what I don't get. If I think this wig averages about $250. If I'm going to spend $250 on a wig, I want to be able to just wear it the way it is. I don't want to have to take the time to style it. I'll just buy another wig in a different style and wear that wig. So, this is an average size cap. And in my experience, Raquel Welch average size caps do run a smidge larger than some other lines. They're comfortable, they fit me okay. I do get a little bit of gap right here in the back, but I have a very flat head in the back. It's not rounded, and so I have a lot of wigs that have that gap in the back. And it's also, it's called the Memory Cap 2 base, and I wanted to tell you guys what they say about that cap on the Hair You Wear website. They say the Memory Cap 2 is made of thinner material that is used to create a light, cool, and custom fit. It conforms to the shape of your head after 1 hour. Now, because Raquel Welch average size caps, I don't want to say they're too big. They're very comfortable, but they're not snug either. Like they don't kind of cling or hug my head like some other ones do. I'm not sure that I have the shape head to really make it change and mold. But I do feel like as I wear Raquel Welch wigs and these memory caps over time, the cap does seem to stretch a little bit. So my head is 21.75 inches in circumference. I think the average size is considered 22 inches, so I'm just a smidge under that. And but I still, even with having a head size that's just a smidge under 22, I do find that the caps tend to stretch a little bit over time. They don't get to the point where they're uncomfortable, but they definitely do change in shape and in size, in my opinion. Okay, as far as the density, I would say that it has a moderate amount of hair. It's not a little, but it's definitely not a lot. It's definitely not a dense wig. And it has some permatease. The only place I'm feeling permatease is here at the crown and here at the part, but it's not a lot at all. Like, I felt like the wig review that I did on a Raquel Welch wig a few weeks ago, Maximum Impact, had a lot more permatease in it. This wig does weigh 5.25 ounces, so it's not super light. And I said this style actually reminds me a lot of Whiteout that I did the review a few days ago. Whiteout actually weighed 5.4 ounces, and I think the styles are very similar. And this one weighs 5.25 ounces. So, it's not a super light wig, but I don't think it's hot at all. I do think that they did design this cap to be a cool cap, and I think they succeeded with that. Okay, let's talk about these links. The front is 4 inches, and I really like the bangs on this. They're not too thick, they're not falling in my face. I don't even think I would have to pin them back. And there's layered and shorter. So at the shortest point, they're 4 inches. The crown is 12 inches. The sides are 10 inches. The back is 5.5 inches, and the nape is 11.5 inches. Curve Appeal's cap. Curve Appeal has the extended temple to temple sheer indulgence lace front. It's a very nice lace front. It's supposed to blend in and become invisible so that it looks natural. It has the left-sided monofilament part with 100% hand-tied knots. It is closed up here, and you can see that the part does go back pretty far to the crown. You can see that it's closed, and most of the permatease you're going to find is right here at the crown and around this part, but again, it's not a lot of permatease at all. I would consider it on the light side. It has the covered, velour covered ear tabs, and they do have the metal stays in them to keep them kind of snug to your head. It has the velour covered extended nape, which I love, and it also has the Velcro adjusters. Again, this part is where the memory cap comes into play, and it's supposed to mold to your head within an hour of wearing it. And I'm going to show you up close. I don't see a ton of crimped hairs, and that doesn't surprise me because there really is no permatease that I am feeling on the sides of this piece. Okay, let's talk about this color. I love this color. Deepest Ruby. It's such a beautiful color. It really is. So I was able to go outside and film so that you could see this in natural light, and here's that video. So this color is Deepest Ruby, is not rooted, it is monochrome, and it is an even blend of 33, which is a dark auburn, and 35, which is a mahogany red. And I feel like the color that you're seeing is pretty close to what it is. Again, it's evenly blended. And the darker color is going to be that dark auburn, the 33, and the 35 is going to be the mahogany red. So it's definitely more of a brownish auburn red. There's not any kind of that copper orange red in it at all, in my opinion. Show you up close again. It's just an even blend of two colors, dark auburn and mahogany brown. It's a beautiful, beautiful red. Okay, let's talk about styling Curve Appeal. So I'm able to get my glasses on and off without any problem at all. They do slip up under the ear tabs, but I have no problem getting them in there. I am 13.5 inches from ear to ear, and the ear tabs do come just to right where my ear meets my head, and it's very comfortable there. So on styling, there are some options. I'm going to show you a couple of things. And then we'll talk about face shapes. So I think Curve Appeal would suit just about every face shape. She would definitely suit oval, oblong, which is what I have, round, square, diamond, pear, and heart shape faces. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I love Curve Appeal. She's a beautiful, glamorous wig, and I really do love her. I feel very, I don't know, diva in her. Ruby Jane Love, that's going to be my name every time I'm a redhead because of Deepest Ruby. I just love this color. I love being a redhead. I don't know why. But, yeah, like, you know, it's comfortable. The fibers feel soft. It's a beautiful style. The color is just to die for. And I love this wig. You know, what can I tell you guys? Thank you so much for joining me in this wig chat. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video.